friends, welcome back to Amanda's Bookish Adventures. This is my May wrap-up. You'll see two different clips, and then I will come back and tell you the total I have read and how many pages I've read in the month. Hi, so I'm here to wrap up a couple things. So at the beginning of the month, I barely read. I did finish a book on May 1st, Kate, and I gave that a 5 stars, but there will be a vlog at the end of, there'll be a vlog in the end of May. I think you're seeing this in June, so that's already came up. So there is a vlog and I have my thoughts about reading that. So one of the first books I read, other than Kate, is The Duke and I, and that is about Daphne and Simon. It's a Bridgerton book, but it's different in Bridgerton because in Bridgerton, Daphne's on her 1st season. In the book, Daphne is on her 3rd season, and her mom is very pushy to get her married. In the show, it's about love, but because Daphne has been on the market for, not the market, but has not found a husband, she is getting worried. Daphne says it's because she's been basically, in her words, she appeals more to as a friend, so she gets friends out with these guys. They make the deal with Simon. I really did enjoy Daphne. I loved her and Colin's relationship, which they didn't really show. I mean, they hinted at it, but I don't remember seeing them in season 1 have one scene alone. Colin is very unique. I am so excited that Bridgerton season 3 is Colin and Penelope. And yeah, and then I read the second epilogue for The Duke and I gave that 5 stars. So I didn't like Simon in the book. I like aspects of Simon. I liked aspects of Simon in the show. I did really enjoy him a lot more in the show. But in his second epilogue, I loved him. It was like 15, maybe even, I think 15 years or 17 years after the book ended, and it was absolutely amazing. Then I read The Viscount Who Loved Me, and I gave that a 5 stars. I think Kate and Anthony's story I loved it. And Kate comes, well, hers is kind of different. It's different from the show, but the reason why her and Edwina in the book both are going to the season, why Kate is almost a spinster, is because they could not afford to do 2 seasons to sponsor both girls, so they both came to find husbands and happiness. And she always considers herself not to be the most beautiful and all this stuff, and she puts Edwina before her. I loved Edwina, I loved the mother, but Kate and Anthony were amazing. I loved her interactions with the Bridgerton, and again, Colin, with those 2 books. Colin was amazing, and I understand in the show he has his own storyline with Penelope, but I would have loved to seen those interactions we had in the books. So hopefully we get some of those interactions, even if it's not with those characters, just with the relationships. I'm really excited to see how his will go. Then another one I read is The Gold in the Grave, and I read it for Medieval-a-thon. I probably will go at the end of this video. I will probably go what prompts I finished for Medieval-a-thon. So The Gold in the Grave is about King Tut, I think, or it's Tuck-Amin. He is getting buried, and it was only 64 pages, so I gave it a 3 star. It is about a guy getting thieves to steal things from the grave before they're sealed. He recruits 2 little children to help him out. And yeah, the thing is though, it's not based on a true story. It's a speculation of what they found. So when they found that king's grave, I read in the back that there is a tunnel that someone tried to dig out, and there's a bag of rings. So someone did try to steal from the king. I don't know if they were successful or not, or if they got caught. But it's I liked how this did like an events of the story and could have portrayed what happened. I really did like that aspect. And then I read volumes 1, 2, and 3 of The Wild Ones. They are 4 stars. It is about Sachi, and her mother died, and she has no family that she knew of, and her grandfather, who is a Yakuza, has come live with me, and it's her dealing with them. She gets a caretaker who is her age, and there's a lot of backstory. I am loving them. It's not my first time reading them. I think the first one and the second one I've read. The third one, it was the first time, but I read them before Goodreads, so I'm just glad to reread them and continue on with the series. And then I just finished Demon Slayer Volume 2, and it is about, because I don't have a physical copy, I can't read the name. So basically, it is about a Demon Slayer. In the first one, his sister gets turned. He goes through all these trials to help his sister to get a cure for her being a demon, or halfway demon, I think. And he's a full Demon Slayer at this point. He successed the trials. He found out who the first demon's name was. And this guy who's the first demon, I saw the big interaction with him. And he's been turning demons for like 1,000 years. So I'm really excited to see where we go from here with his story, because I have it off Libby to read. I am here to wrap up some more books. So I believe the last time you saw me, I was talking about Demon Slayer Volume 2. So I also read Demon Slayer Volume 3, Demon Slayer Volume 4, Demon Slayer Volume 5, Demon Slayer Volume 6, and Demon Slayer Volume 7. They were all 4 stars. I loved them. And I written down the main character's name. So Tanjiro in these ones, he is still trying to find a cure for his sister, who's Nezuko, who became a demon. Well, he's getting jobs now after he's passed his trials. He's hunting demons. He's met some other slayers. Well, he's befriended other demon slayers. He also has met some older demon slayers, and he's training, and he's working so hard to be kind to the demons. And the demon slayers hate the demons, but he sees humanity. He feels their regrets, and Tanjiro has been very amazing with that. Now, after that, I did read those when I did Becca's Bookopoly 48 Hour. Only one was for one prompt. So, I read The Princess Saves Herself in this one. And it is by Amanda Lovelace, and I gave it a 4-star. It is a poetry collection. I got emotional because she talks about grief, her childhood, a negative relationship, finding her person in the love, and the way it's staged and written. It's throughout her life, and it's absolutely beautiful. I am gonna check out some more. I'm not very big on poetry, but I do kind of like the darker poetry. So let me get this. Oh, it's right here. I also read The Hounds of Hades, and I gave it a 4-star. It is about, so I reviewed the first one a couple months, but I'll kind of give a recap. So it is about Damon. He is the son of Pan, and he goes to Olympus to be the Beastmaster, and he has these trials of taking care of these magical creatures. This one, he's in Hades' realm trying to take care of Cerberus. I like how he's growing and how he is evolving. He's terrified of the gods. He's trying not to offend any of them, not to get any punishment. He kind of gets mad at the heroes because the gods will send these creatures down over and over again for a trial, but they come back up beaten, battered, and bruised. Demon is so attached to these creatures that he just wants to help them. So I did check out book 3 as well. You'll probably see it later, but I did not read that for Bookopoly. So I also, let me get it right here. So I read The Ancient Magnus Bride, Volume 1, and I gave it a 5-star. It is about Chase, and she was abandoned. She's a penniless orphan, and she's troubled by visions, and she sees creatures that normal humans can't. So she sells herself. She's sold as a slave to an inhuman mage. I think I want to name him Elias. And it's really about her beginning her new life and understanding her abilities in a strange new world and finding a home and a place where she fits in this world. Now, I did read, where is it? Black Clover. And I should have written down the main character's name. I did say it in my vlog, but I read a lot, and I don't remember his name. It is about a mage. It's kind of like Naruto. He is told he doesn't have talent. He's an orphan. So he wants to be the Wizard King. Well, he has a rival who's his best friend, and he has no magic, and his best friend gets a grimoire, and then he eventually gets a grimoire. It is his trials to get into the Mage Knights and to be accepted, and where we ended off, he was in the middle of a quest. I gave it a 4-star. It did remind me of Naruto. I like the character rising above being an orphan and proving people wrong. I love Naruto. Naruto is very sentimental for me. I do feel like I'll continue on with the Black Clover, but I don't exactly know when I will do it. Speaking of sentimental manga series, I read the first 4 volumes of One Piece. So I read volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, volume 4. They were all 5 stars. I used to watch this anime with my twin sister and my older brother on Cartoon Network. So I've never read the manga, and I don't even finish the anime. I only watched the first couple episodes that was released. But throughout the years, if I saw an AMV on YouTube, I would watch it. So I'm very excited to be back into this world. It's not complete, but that is okay. It is about Luffy wanting to be the Pirate King. And he goes on an adventure to get a crew, get a ship. But he ends up helping a lot of people. He's not that bad of a pirate. I love it. I did end off with these because I don't have the other volumes that I have to reserve them. I did end off wanting to read more. I just absolutely loved One Piece, and I can't wait to read any more. I think, yeah, that's everything that I've read so far. We are in the last week, and I don't know. I did come off of reading some. Becca's Bookopoly definitely got me back in reading. So we'll see how many more books I have to wrap up at the end of the month. So hopefully I see you guys soon to tell you about more that I've read this month. I'm here to wrap up how many books I've read, total pages. I was in a reading slump. I only read, other than Kate, I finished on May 1st. And I started that April. I started that in April. And I finished that in May. So Kate, the pages count because I did read it. But I finished about 300 in May. But for the first 2 weeks, I only read The Duke and I and The Viscount Who Loved Me. I had a lot going on. I was working a lot. I was doing Medieval-a-thon. I did read. I didn't get the position I wanted. Next year, I'm definitely going to do better. Hopefully it is a easier month. I did Becca's 48-hour Bookopoly. Took me a minute to remember the entire thing. I vlogged that. I had so much fun. I messed up my sleeping schedule, but it was really fun. I enjoyed all of it. So the total books I've read, okay, so I read 7 books, 15 manga, so total read is 22. Total pages is 4,751. That is a good month. Other than the slump, Becca's Bookopoly really got me back in the reading mood, and I really absolutely enjoyed myself. That weekend was the highlight. Really fun. I loved the live streaming. Made May for me. I was so excited for it. It was probably the best thing in May. So that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.